Hello there, friends. Welcome to episode 85 of That One Gaming Podcast. My name is Colin, but I'm otherwise known as Delicious Morsels, and here with me today is Lucas, aka Carn9. How's Lucas today?
I'm doing good.
All right. We've also got Neal, better known as VMK89. How is Neal today?
Doing pretty swell.
Swell indeed, but wait, there's more! Because we've also got Jazzy back on the show. How is Jazzy today?
He's good. Glad to be here.
Glad to have ya.
Party.
Full party. It is actually no, we're light party.
Light party.
Light party. Full party is 8.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're new to the podcast, welcome. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, or one of the many other podcasting platforms out there, where the three of us and occasionally special guest get together every other week to talk about a variety of topics in the world of gaming. Today, we're talking about achievements, trophies, achievables, those things that pop up when you do random things in game, like complete a chapter in the story, and other random stuff, like stepping on a boat. And, anyway, we're talking about achievements and achievement-related things, but before we get to our main topic discussion, we like to talk about the games that we've played since the last episode. So, Lucas, what have you been playing?
Oh, I've been working more on Mother 3. I just finished Chapter 4 earlier today.
Mother 3-4.
Yeah. It's sort of the first instance of getting the gang all back together in Mother 3. That happens a few times, actually. I won't say why, but yeah. It's pretty spoilery and story integral, but yeah. I hit a 16-hit combo on a base. That was cool.
Nice.
Rhythm games in your RPGs?
Yeah. And I somewhat predictably ordered more puzzles from Speedcube Shop.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
I think you've spent more money on puzzles this year than I've spent on video games.
It's possible. Especially because I finished a project involving puzzles that I started about 2 months ago when I was on parental leave. All because I saw an offhand Blue Sky post from our friend JJ at slagathor.bsky.com. Anyways, she said, I need to make more stuff that sucks. And I took that personally. So, about 2 months ago, I started work on custom building a Super X puzzle, which combines the movement mechanisms of a Dino cube with a 2x2 cube. And 2 months and almost $300 later, I finished it, and it turns like garbage.
Huh.
But you know what? I built a Super X that is technically fully functional, and it's magnetized and everything, and that's cool.
That's damn impressive.
I probably should have spent that $300 on a 3D printer and learned how to design it from scratch in CAD. But this was in some ways funner, and it also netted me some molding and casting skills, which will come in handy when I decide to custom build my next puzzle, because I could just 3D print some high-res masters and then mold and cast those into the pieces that I need.
Yeah.
Rather than waiting hours on end for prints of a full puzzle. So, you gotta look at the positives. And it's sitting on my shelf as part of my puzzle collection, and it looks cool, because I love the look of white puzzles with black sticker set replacing the traditionally white sticker set. It just really pops. All of my old V cubes, which is kind of where I got the idea from, my V Cube 7 back in the day. Those were all originally released with white puzzle bodies with black replacing the white sticker set. And that's a trend that continued with a majority of white bodied puzzles until stickered puzzles kind of became like the less cool option, and stickerless puzzles became the norm, more or less, because the World Cubing Association changed their mind on that. But yeah, been up to puzzles, up to buying puzzles, and Mother 3, which is, sounds about normal for me, honestly.
Sounds like it. Yep. So what has Neal been playing?
I have also been playing Mother 3. It's almost like all three of us have been playing Mother 3 for some
Have we?
reason. Have we?
I mean, I played it for one night.
More nights than you played Metro season.
But yeah.
Fair. But also, I'd already beaten Fusion. Anyway, back to Neal.
Let's see, what else have we been doing? I mentioned Super Mario Bros. 2 last time. Oh yeah. Post recording last week, we went ahead and did a Sonic Ring Race. Yeah.
Dude, how was
That
that?
was-
How did you miss it?
We did
Did you
not
hear the opening?
finish.
Oh,
But yeah. So that's a thing. Like me having any sort of edge over Lucas doesn't. It's totally negated by the awfulness of ring switching.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, pretty early on, I was actually pulling ahead.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I think we're kind of neck and neck where we stop now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But yeah, I kind of pulled ahead real quick with like the first to clear A act, the first to clear A zone, and I think you only just barely edged me out with like the first person to clear a zone in each game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think due to bad shuffler luck, I like barely saw Mushroom Hill whatsoever through like the first couple of zones in Sonic 1 and 2 and Angel Island on Sonic 3.
Yeah.
So like I think I had almost beaten Chemical Plant by the time I had reached the end of the first act of Mushroom Hill in Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah. Definitely fun. We're gonna continue it tonight.
Yep. I think I left off in Labyrinth Zone 1 in Sonic 1, Hilltop Zone 1 in Sonic 2, Marble Garden 1 in Sonic 3, and Flying Battery 2 in Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember where I was. I'm impressed that you did. I know I was in Sandopolis too, because for some reason my idiot brain was like, "Oh, I can speedrun it by not turning on the lights until after the ghosts come."
Oh no!
So I immediately died to the ghost once you released them in Sandopolis Act 2.
Yep.
So I had to start over. But yeah. I'm a bit ahead of Lucas in most things. I don't think I've made it to Starlight, so I'm still in Labyrinth.
Yep. Did you pull off the skip?
In Act 1, no.
Okay.
I did not. The skip is really hard.
Yeah. And made even harder by like if you accidentally collect a ring, you kind of have to remember where you are progress-wise on it.
Yeah, I did do the Chemical Plant Act 2 skip, but that didn't end up getting me that further ahead because you did the section with the rising water on their first shot.
Yeah.
which was awesome. I love that. But yeah.
Crack or quick laser section, first try.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, that's a ton of fun. Looking forward to hopefully finishing it tonight.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep. It's a race to reach the final boss in each game, since the problem with a lot of the final bosses is that it starts you out at 0 rings right before the final boss, so you'll be stuck there until you beat the boss with no rings, pretty much, if we don't. So
yeah, that should be interesting.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna bounce this over to Colin if he wants to say what he's been playing, or ask Jazzy first.
I'm
I'll
gonna
hand
bounce
the
it over to
mic.
Jazzy first. Jazzy, what's Jazzy been playing? Jazzy's been playing games.
I have been playing games. Last week was pretty much exclusively Ghost of Yode. I finally made it through the story of that.
Great
62 hours
game.
later. It's so good,
Jeez.
man. Yeah. Chapter 1 took me 52-ish hours. And then chapter 2 and 3 combined was like 10 hours total. Much smaller. But I did kind of mainline the story at that point. Just because I wanted to get it done before this podcast. So I got to go back and do bounties and a few side quests and whatnot. But I'm very looking forward to going back and doing more in that. I probably will end up with the platinum trophy for it. Get into more on that later. But it's so good. I haven't played Tsushima since launch, but I still feel like this is a upgrade in pretty much every way. I felt the characters were more interesting, I guess. Like, they're not bad in Tsushima at all, but I really felt more of a connection with Atsu and her story. And then, of course, the variety in the gameplay with the new weapons and stuff was really, really fun. So, good game. Liked it. Great game, even.
Great
A little bit
game.
it is great. And then in between spurts of that, I'd take a little break with Power Wash Simulator 2, which has been just a ton of fun as well. So I do love me some power washing.
I like IRL Power Wash Simulator quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Do
I've
that
never
at
gotten the
work.
chance to try it, IRL.
It's very fun.
It looks
Yeah.
like it. If it's
Yeah,
anything like the
simulating
game,
power wash
I'm gonna
simulator in real life is very nice.
I can't believe they took this game concept and brought it into real life. That's just
Yeah, I know, it's pretty
absurd.
cool.
Good, clean fun.
Yeah.
Resident dad making dad jokes.
Classic.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's about it for me. So
Nice. I guess it's my turn now.
It is.
Haven't really played much this week. I've been very, very busy with other endeavors, but I did make time to beat Kingdom Hearts 3 this week.
Nice.
I finished it. I decided I was so close to the end after Wednesday night. I decided, you know what? Let's just finish it this week. So I also streamed it Thursday night and beat it. And it was amazing.
it
I
is
love
amazing.
that game. I love that game. It's so fun. Like, from a pure, like, just fun standpoint, it's by far and away my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. It's the most fun I've had playing any game in that series over the
That's
last
what I
2
like to
years.
say too. It's the most fun to play.
It's just fun. Like, even if you have any gripes with the way the story is told and presented and stuff like that, and like certain Disney worlds and stuff like that, the game is fun at its core. And that makes it a huge win for me. I really liked it. It was a great way to kind of cap off a journey I started 2 years ago, almost to the day by the time I beat it. Because I looked back and I first started streaming the Kingdom Hearts games in our Discord on Halloween of 2023. And I beat Kingdom Hearts 3 the first week in November. So that was pretty
2 years
cool.
later. All because I
2
wouldn't
years
shut up
later.
about it.
Yeah. all because you wouldn't shut up about it. You and B-Man were just like, you should play it. And I was like, no. But then I was like, finally, it was just like, fine. And then, I mean, there were definitely games in the series I was not fond of. I mean,
Really? I had no idea.
but yeah, I mean, you were there. Uh, uh, but I really enjoyed my time playing through the series nonetheless, and I'm glad I finally did it.
Me too.
I gave it a second chance, and I came out on the other side enjoying it more than hating it. So there.
Progress.
Yes, progress.
That is two mobile games, a DLC, and a rhythm game. You'll be all caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, 2 discontinued mobile games. And one canceled one that never even came out.
Yeah. But you still need that to catch up too.
Yeah.
Everybody needs that. I wonder what they're going to do with that.
I have no idea. I'm very curious to see how that plays out.
Probably why Kingdom Hearts 4 is taking so long.
Mm.
So like, oh, we just canceled the mobile game that was supposed to bridge us into this new mainline game, and now we have all this story gap we have to account for. So
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, so that's basically all I've played this week is Kingdom Hearts 3, but it was worth it. It was very, very good.
Glad you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. Yes. It was a very good game, contrary to what the internet would have you believe.
Indeed.
But anyway, now it's time for Hey Listeners.
Hey, listen!
Where we ask our listeners questions in our Discord based on the topic of the episode. And if you want to do that, then you can join our Discord at the description link in the description, the link that describes how you join it. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, there's a link down below. Click on it, join our Discord, answer questions like these two people did. Our first write-in comes from Kaldranas, who writes, I like achievements in general, but I wish it were more of a curated, here are some achievements I got, rather than the constant grind for bigger numbers that it's become. I can kind of see that. Like, it has, like, in a lot of ways become just like a checklist of, in a lot of ways, the same things that you expect it would be in every single game, especially in the open world side.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'd be kind of cool if it was just like, hey, here's this, if it was still like kind of a, hey, here's this really cool thing I did and I got an achievable for it because I did something cool, not because I was looking at this list and grinding for a platinum trophy. We'll get to that later. Our next write-in is from Crystal Lily, who writes, some can be fun to get, some can be really silly Easter eggs, and some, well, let's just say if you do them, they are public for everyone to see. You don't want to be the one with some M or AO ones on your profile. But no, really, I do like them. They can be sometimes frustrating to get, but because you have to play the game all the way over again, like in Ace Attorney, for example. And it can feel like it takes forever to get to that point. Yet at the end of it all, you feel slightly rewarded for it in some cases, and in others, it's like that old I beat the hardest ongoing quest in the game and all I got with this stupid achievement situation, which can sour the system for some. Thank you, everybody, for your write-ins. Now we're going to talk about achievables.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to like them back when they were still new and back before Sony added trophies. Like, that was how long ago I liked achievements. Back when they were just achievements. I stopped caring about them by the time Sony had introduced their version of it.
Yeah. I'm very glad we have Jazzy for this one because I feel like me and Lucas and maybe also Delicious Colin are gonna have some hi. Colin, we're all not gonna have too much to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You needed a resident expert, and so I have arrived.
We had to call the expert.
No. See, for me, I never really got into achievement hunting because I never really played a ton of games on platforms with achievement support.
That is also my issue.
Well, you know they
Uh,
have retro achievements now.
That's true.
they exist. They landed themselves in some hot water for someone submitting some achievements for a ROM hack that had some really racist stuff in it.
Oh, I had not heard about that.
Yeah. It's not great. But yeah,
My
retro
problem with
achievements do
retro,
exist.
yeah, my problem with retro achievements is that it's something that you have to go out of your way to set up. So I've never bothered with it outside of the regular. Just I don't care about achievements thing. It's like the fact that I actually have to like physically set something up for it to function is just like instead of it being baked into a game or baked into an emulator,
Mm.
it's
Yeah.
just not worth it for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's something I never really got into to begin with, so like setting up achievements for like games that didn't originally have them is yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I think really the first game with a sort of achievement system that I really delved into was like the unlockable stuff in the archive in Super Smash Brothers Brawl on the Wii. Because like you would get unlockables like trophies or stickers or sometimes even virtual console demos for completing certain milestone things.
Getting a demo for something like that is a really cool way to do that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I
What
think
kind of achievements were they wanting you to do? Was it like clear this mode with all these characters, or get like a certain hit combo or something, or how did that work?
yeah, a bit of both. Yeah, there's completion for like X amount of characters up to completing with the full roster for like all-star mode, classic mode, the multi-man battles, and you'd get unlockables for clearing like the really difficult ones like the 100-man brawl or the 15-minute brawl. I think there's one for clearing up to 20 fighters in the brutal brawl or the cruel brawl, whatever the equivalent of the cruel melee in Super Smash Brothers melee was. Hitting over certain distances in the home run contest, uh, unlocking a set amount of characters, that sort of stuff. Um, which was cool because, like, if you're really into collecting trophies to try and get the trophy collection, you needed to unlock a bunch of those. Um, and you'd sometimes get awarded stickers as well, so which were usable in-game items in the Subspace Emissary adventure mode, which was nice to be rewarded with actual in-game useful stuff instead of just like points on your dashboard.
It's neat that on a system like the Wii that doesn't have, overall achievement system, that they can choose to implement that like on a per game basis almost.
Yeah,
I think that's really kind of like an ideal way to do that.
yeah. Yeah, it's nice that it felt more rewarding because it felt more like in-game unlockables than just completing a thing for bragging points. Which, that's also fun too. Um, like I may not have gotten achievement for doing so because it was on the like PC shareware release with the English translation patch for Cave Story, but I bet that in Cave Story Plus there's probably an achievement for clearing the Bloodstained Sanctuary and the final boss, Balos. And yeah, I bet I'm amongst the handful of people that have actually done that. So, uh, oh, actually, I just pulled up Steam to look at the achievements for the game, and yeah, I'm assuming Curse Broken is probably like get the good ending or something along those lines. It's like Hate Made Flesh might be defeat follows, but so yeah, that's like 5.1% of players for Cave Story plus on Steam. So that's cool. But yeah, then there's also a lot of stuff that it's just like progress markers in your achievements, basically. So yeah, about half the achievements in the game are just like milestone markers for progress in the game, and it steadily declines from there to yeah.
I will say I do like the achievements that show you how far you've gone into a game, like completed this chapter or whatever, because it just lets you see kind of how many players get so far.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. There are some times when I'm like, I see 70% of players have completed halfway point, but only 20% have completed like the next chapter or something. It's like, yeah, I can see that because that was an annoying chapter or something.
Well, that was the whole thing with the Elden Ring DLC last year, if you remember, because it was like there was a trophy for the boss that you had to beat in order to unlock access to it, and there was only like I think it was like 20% of the overall player base on PlayStation had actually gotten that trophy.
Oh yeah.
So they
Which is
do
only
have a
20.
that is kind of a fun like side utility aspect of the system.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, before they updated 3D Mark, I had almost all of the achievements in it. It's like one of two games on Steam I actually like tried to chase achievements for. Which is yeah. I know that will upset mainly Griffin, but yeah. 3D Mark is a game. It has achievements. I had almost all of them, so or before they expanded them, because I have currently 15 of 29, but that was before they added the DirectX 12 Ultimate feature sets and a couple more ray tracing demos and the new interactive demos.
It is always funny when they add achievements to updates for games and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like it used to be you had a platinum trophy, you had 100% of the trophies, and I'm looking at some of mine now. In Final Fantasy 15, I had the platinum trophy, but only 52% of the trophies in the game because they've added so much across all the different DLCs and such, which I never went and got all those trophies because they didn't have individual platinums.
Yeah, that and they added like a whole multiplayer mode that they then canceled.
Yeah, see, that's shut down now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
they removed an achievement as well. Huh.
Well, I've never seen that before.
Yeah. There was a achievement for submitting a score in 3D Mark with 666 in it somewhere. Like it didn't have to be
Cowards.
exactly 666 for your score, but it had to contain 3 consecutive sixes, and it's no longer there.
Cowards.
Yeah.
3 consecutive sixes. Well, that's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
So I just recalled there was one other time after the trophy system had been introduced that I did make a somewhat conscious and valiant attempt at trying to get all of the trophies for a game.
I think I know what this is.
Do you? What do you think it was? I'm
Uh
curious.
oh, isn't it it's like a Metal Gear or a Splinter Cell that you had tried to get all of the achievements in with your brother, and then they just kind of lost
See, that was the
interest in
game
playing.
that was the game that made me give up on it altogether, and that game was Resident Evil 5.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
okay.
Yes,
I'm thinking
because
some.
because I got it all the way to where I just needed one achievement, and I had all of them for that game. But it was an achievement that could only really be done in co-op because it required some like real like good like cooperation between the two characters. You had to basically like combo an enemy between each other. and that was the only achievement I needed. And that was right when I was about to get it. My brother was like, "Yeah, I don't want to play that game anymore." But no,
Oh,
no, the game I'm talking of, I tried to get all the achievements for Spider-Man 2018 back when that came out,
Oh yeah, I don't think I heard
and
about this.
then I got bored, so I stopped. But there was a time when I was just trying to track down all the collectibles and stuff in that game because I was having fun with it until I
Yeah.
wasn't. Yeah, so I almost got the platinum in Spider-Man 2018, but that was the last time I ever actually like consciously made an effort to seek out trophies in a game.
Uh, yeah, I found the other game that I have almost all of the achievements in on Steam, and that's the indie Metroidvania called Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight. I'm sitting at 9 out of 10 because, or not 9 out of 10, 8 out of 9 because the last one I need to get is titled Don't Even Try This, and it is finish a playthrough on insane difficulty, which is one hit deaths.
Nice.
Yep. Based off of some of the other achievements, I could probably BS my way through it. Is see, two of the more difficult achievements, to get were imperishable, which is finish a playthrough without dying, and pacifist, which is finish a playthrough without killing any of the common enemies. So if I just do both of those at the same time and not worry about trying to fight stuff, maybe I can get don't even try this. But it's also been a few years, so I probably have to like go do all of those again. But Momodora was a fun game, so go play that actually. So yeah, that's about it for my extreme achievement hunting.
Yeah, looking at my Steve achievements, most of these are just stuff I got in the process of playing the game. Not really anything more than that.
Yeah.
I got 80% of the trophies in Ghost of Yotei just from playing the game.
That's more than I have right now. I'm at 72% currently, but I'm gonna remedy that.
That was just from playing the game. I wasn't trying to get all those trophies. I was just having fun with the game, see, and getting trophies as a little reward on the side, as opposed to the way a lot of people tend to treat trophies these days as something that they absolutely have to grind and do, and then it ends up ruining their entire experience with the entire game in the process.
Yeah. I know in Mega Man 9 and 10, the WiiWare versions, it does have in-game achievements, which are probably common throughout the Xbox 360 arcade and the PlayStation 3 versions of the game. Each one of the Robot Masters has well, actually, I think each one of the bosses in the game, but for sure each one of the Robot Masters, will give you an achievement for beating them with just the Mega Buster, which is neat and all, but also you're kind of forced to always get one regardless, because that's just how Mega Man works when you start a new game. The first Robot Master you beat always is with your Mega Buster because you don't have any other weapons. And yeah, it's sort of a silly feeling achievement, but also kind of a neat achievement as well, because there's people that will go through and do Buster only playthroughs of Mega Man games.
So back to
Not me, but-
Spider-Man. I just looked it up because I was curious how close I got. 49 out of 51 trophies in the base game.
Oh my god.
So the one over 50, I'm assuming, is the platinum trophy.
Yeah, it does count as its own separate one.
Yeah. So I was one trophy short when I quit. And it's a hidden trophy because it doesn't say what it is.
Oh no.
Which, I mean, I could just look it up now, but it doesn't say like in the firmware itself when you're navigating in your console.
Yeah.
If you hover over it and hit square, I think, to reveal it, if you wanted to. Wouldn't have to like go online to look it up or anything. You can reveal
Oh.
hidden trophies on the
Really?
console.
I
Interesting.
Ask
wonder
me
if
how
I
I
can do
know.
that in the app.
Yeah, you can do it in the app as well.
Can
Just
I?
tap the hidden
Just tap it?
trophy. Yeah,
Okay, let's see here. Where'd it go? There it is.
and
Show
then there
hidden
will be
information.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. What is it?
Pay respects at Ben Parker's grave, which is
Huh.
that's the only one I never got. Because I mean
Wow.
that's the thing where you have to find his you would have had to find his grave in the game world and see that scene, but I was
know where
assuming it was
is.
something related to the collectibles.
Huh.
Apparently not.
No. A lot
You
of
can
these
platinum a
trophies
game
don't
now,
have
Colin.
moves. You could.
Yeah.
I could literally install Spider-Man and have my first platinum trophy by the time we're done recording this podcast.
Yeah. You
That'd be kinda
should just
funny.
do it for the sake
That would
of
be
doing
so
it.
funny.
Do it for the memes. Hey, I finally got a platinum. 8 years late,
Yeah, it's really funny. That's all
and
it
it's
is.
Spider-Man 2018.
It's fine.
That's kind of
Good
funny.
game though.
Yeah.
But yeah, a
It's a
lot
great
of those kind of open world games don't require you to actually get 100% of the collectibles. I don't remember if Spider-Man did or not.
It didn't
It
look
could
like
have
it. There was
been.
one that was just like collect 5 backpacks.
Okay, and there's like 20 or something in the game, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, Yote, I'm surprised, does have you do pretty much everything.
Mhm.
So all those shrines I avoided because I didn't like the shrines.
Yeah.
I have to go and finish up if I want to get the platinum, and there's like 6 more of those to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do I really want to do it? And I mean, the answer is yes, but that's beside the point.
Is it beside the point? I think that's exactly
I think
the
that's
point
the
we're
exact
talking
point.
about.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I guess kind of related to Spider-Man though, like the whole pay respect at Uncle Ben's grave. Seems like a sort of hidden detail, like sort of achievement, and those
Yeah.
are kind of fun because
Those are fun.
Yeah,
you're
like
very
that-
much finding
yeah.
an in-game secret, and you can actually see, like, once
Who
you've
else-
collected it, you can
Yeah, and then who
see
else
who
found
else
that?
has this sort
Yep.
of eye for detail that you do.
Mm-hmm.
I will say it's fun trying to like play a game or even platinum a game side by side someone else because on the console at least you can compare trophies with specific users.
Yeah.
And you can go through and be like, okay, I got this trophy on this day at this time, and you didn't get it till a day later. Or, okay, I'm missing 2 trophies behind you, but I have this one that you don't. Like, that kind of stuff is fun. But that's more of like a, personal, competitive, whatever, not related to the trophies themselves. Just
Mm-hmm.
kind of something fun that I've done a few times.
Yeah. Yeah. Me having something of a competitive streak at times, like, yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I don't play games with achievements in them, so
Right, yeah.
I have almost all the achievements in all 3 of the Mass Effect games for Legendary Edition.
Oh, nice.
But again, that's something that I wasn't like actively trying to get. It's just I love those games.
Yes, yeah.
I did try to on the original Mass Effect back on the 360. I did try to get as many of the achievements as I could for that, but there were some that, like especially the one playing on the hardest difficulty, that was just a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
I will say Minecraft has some achievements, which is probably the only game where I've really actively achievement hunted.
In game or like on the console that you play? Like on Steam or
In
something?
game in Java, I don't know enough about Bedrock to know exactly. It probably is like based on your console, but I'm honestly not sure. Never touched Bedrock hardly at all. But having a world that's been around for over a decade at this point really helps with that, because like when people reset the world, all those achievements go away and you have to do them again. So like, I've just been picking away at the achievements as the years have gone by, so I've got a ton of them. The only issue that I really have with Minecraft's achievements is that there's stuff like eat every food or breed every type of animal, which is fine and you can get it. It's just they're constantly adding new animals and sometimes new foods too. So then you have to get that achievement again, which feels kind of weird.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then yeah, my only biggest complaint with Minecraft achievements comes from they used to have this achievement called serious dedication, which was use a diamond hoe uh, completely until it breaks, which is probably like 200 uses of a hoe.
Yeah.
Probably more than that actually. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but it's a lot, and it took like months of dedicatedly making sure I was using the same diamond hoe whenever I needed to farm something. Um, and then they made the netherite update, and instead of saying now use a netherite hoe, which would have been kind of annoying
Oh
until it's
no.
used, it just became uh hold a netherite hoe, which isn't nearly as challenging
Yeah.
and way less cool. You don't even have to craft the nether hoe yourself. If it's just hanging around, someone throws one at you, yay, you got the achievement. So I always, I was always pissed about that because I had serious dedication from the old days with the diamond pick or the diamond hoe, and that's not even on my achievement page anymore. It's just the easy to get netherite one.
Lame.
Yeah. But there are some pretty cool achievements. Um, there's what is that one called? The Nether. Return to Sender is a famous one that is knocking a fireball back at um, a ghast in the Nether. Um, that's one of the more famous ones. And then the other one was the Uneasy Alliance. We spent a Minecraft Monday all trying to get the Uneasy Alliance achievement because that is get a gas from the Nether into the overworld and then kill it, which requires making a giant Nether portal and then trying to get gas to fly through it, which is trickier than it sounds. Um, but yeah, uh, definitely there's a lot of cool things. There's some stuff that's frustrating, but it's definitely a like extra thing that you can do in Minecraft. Or if you're bored, why don't I try figuring out how you're supposed to do this? Or sure, let's build a water tower to get a villager to the build height, so you can get the trade with a villager at the build height achievement.
It's very
Which
interesting to me for the ones where you have to breed every animal or whatever, that you'd have to re-get the trophy again when they add more
Mhm.
animals.
Yeah.
Like with something like Stardew Valley, it was one of the updates, maybe a year or two back. I don't know the timeline, but they made the platinum trophy a lot longer because they added a whole
Mhm.
bunch of new plants and crops and whatever. But like,
Mhm.
if you already had the trophy before that update, you still had the trophy after the update, so you don't have
Yeah.
to re-get it and get all the new stuff. But if you don't have
Yeah.
it yet, then you have to get all the new stuff, and that makes it a
Right.
lot more difficult.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of them like
What's
retroactively removing the achievement from your list or whatever.
Yeah, I don't I would imagine that's not how it works in like console in on Xbox or PlayStation.
Yeah,
I think that's very
just
much a
because it's
Java
more of an
thing.
in-game thing for Minecraft, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Java
that makes more
edition it's
sense,
in
but
game.
still a
And the
very curious
achievements
thing to
on
do.
Bedrock are completely different. I do know that. Well, not completely different, but it's not the same set. There's some things that overlap and some things that don't. Because technically in Minecraft they call them advancements. So if you go to the achievement page on the Minecraft Wiki, it talks about achievements in Bedrock.
Oh, funny.
Uh, but yeah, I digress. That's pretty much the most I'm going to say about achievements for me. Uh,
Yeah, I don't know. Achievements for me were like a very natural progression. So like,
mm,
as a kid, only had a few games, had to play them, repeatedly. Pokemon, Mario, Kingdom Hearts, Ratchet and Clank, those kind of things. And
mm-hmm,
so like, once you play them so many times, you kind of start doing like your own challenge runs. Like
mm-hmm,
Lucas, I know you're a big fan of like Pokemon challenge runs, like your mono bug types
Yeah.
and stuff. Um, you just kind of artificially enforce these own restrictions on yourself. Like I've done
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, try to do wrench only runs or single gun runs or something like that.
Lucas knows about
Yeah,
wrench only runs.
Yeah,
um,
I remember that.
Yep.
Mhm.
Or yeah, like the deathless and pacifist runs that I mentioned in Momodora.
Yeah, and then with the Mega Man thing you mentioned of beat all the bosses with the Mega Buster only. Like I'm sure people
Yeah.
did that before that was even an achievement, just for fun.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
like I would do that growing up. I remember the first game I intentionally went for like 100% of the game because it was easily trackable was Lego Star Wars.
Oh, yep.
And I think that kind of got me the mindset of, oh, this shows me what I have. I can see that number go up and
Mhm.
can get 100% and got that dopamine hit from that, and it was a good time. And then eventually they added on the PlayStation games, and it was kind of just a continuation of that for the most part, except now I have, I say physical, but like digital trophy accomplishments, and that was really cool. And so that kind of
Mhm.
got me into trophy hunting, just as a
Didn't
general rule.
didn't Ratchet and Clank have like its own sort of achievement system going on too? Like
It did,
the
yeah.
skill points?
Skill points and stuff, yeah. And then those unlock
Yeah.
different in-game things, like big
Mhm.
head mode or different costumes you could have.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Tuxedo was a big one.
Mhm. I remember that one.
Yeah, so those were a lot of fun to do. And at the time, trophies have gone through a few iterations. It used to be a bunch of like, hey, I did this cool thing. Here's a trophy for it. And they were like tied to skill points at the time. So like either one skill point would translate to a trophy, or it was you got a trophy for doing so many skill points or something like that. So those were things I had already like been doing. Except now I just have basically proof that I did it.
Right.
And then and it used to be complete this game on hardest difficulty, or get 100 headshots without getting hit or something like that. Just tough challenges that were like skill based. And nowadays, a lot of it is just complete the game, find the collectibles, and depending on the game, of course, you're going to have ones that are more skill based, but a lot of them are more just completion, like do everything the game has to offer. And
Mhm.
I like that, but like I don't know, I have some, not like an addictive personality, but maybe almost an addictive personality when it comes to trophies. So like
Mhm.
even on my Blue Sky account, I have like recovering trophy hunter as like in my bio. um I'm trying to get away from it because I've noticed there were times, Colin said he was going for the platinum in Spider-Man, he got bored and he put it down. I can't even fathom doing that. Like if I'm going for the platinum, I'm going to go for the platinum. I'm going to grind it out. And there are several games I had platinums of that I did not enjoy. And like I'm just thinking about over the last year or so, like why? I, I don't know. I can see why you guys aren't into achievements and trophies and whatever. And I'm trying to like get myself in that mindset. But it's hard after, 15 years of actual trophy hunting.
Yeah.
And like for the most part, my platinum trophies are for games that I really do like. And so, or like if I platinum so many games in a series, I want to platinum the rest of the games in that series, even if I don't love that particular game. Perfect example, Kingdom Hearts. Clearly, Kingdom Hearts is my favorite franchise of like all time. I platinumed all the games twice, PS3, PS4 versions, because they had,
Who?
previous 2 times, yes. Um, but for each of those platinums, it required that I played um, Chain of Memories 3 times each. So I
Ugh.
played Chain of Memories 6 times, and I don't
Uh-huh.
like Chain of Memories very much. Like it's fine.
Uh-huh.
I don't mind it for one playthrough at all. But then I did it again and again and then 3 more times because I wanted that platinum. And again, looking back, I'm just like, why did I do this? Because it's Kingdom Hearts. So I could see the platinum trophy next to it. That's not worth it.
Yeah.
So my new goal, which I've mentioned this in Discord a couple of times, I think, I'm trying to get to 100 platinum trophies even. And then I want to drop it completely. I want to not look at platinums. I want to not care about them. I want to not worry about them at all. And it was really funny because last year I went into, at the end of the year, I went into this year saying I'm not going to worry about platinum trophies or trophies at all. I'm just want to play, the games I want to play, whatever system they're on, and just have fun. And that lasted all of 3 months until they released the Oblivion remaster, and I played it, and I got platinum in it. I mean, that one was super easy. That was literally complete all the storylines and see the ending. There was no clear 100 camps, max all your skills. There was none of that. Purely completion progress for the story. And so I kind of got that one on accident in a way. Like, I mean, I knew I was going for it, but I didn't have to go out of my way for anything. And that kicked off something in my brain that was like, well, that was easy. What's another one? And as of last week,
You're saying you had a relapse.
I had a relapse. And I went from not wanting any trophies at all to getting 15 this year so far.
Nice.
And
Jeez.
I'm on deck to get 2 or 3 more by New Year's.
Yeah.
So for reference, I'm at 96 total platinum trophies. My next 3, as of the plan now, is Ghost of Yote, Power Wash Simulator 2, and then God of War Ragnarok. 3 of like my favorite games. These are all very fun, very good, and very not super grindy platinums, I guess you could say. So those will get me to 99. But then for my 100th, I need something big. I want to go out in a blaze of glory, if you will. And I was looking at my list, and I have tons of options. I was like, there's my favorite Final Fantasy VII could be a good one. Like I have platinum trophies in Mass Effect 1 and 2, so I could get it for Mass Effect 3. If I could Ghost of Yote, why not get Ghost of Tsushima's? Because I don't have that one somehow. It's been on my list for years. I just never went back to get it. But then I saw Baldur's Gate 3. And it's intimidating. I'm not 100% convinced I'm going to do that from 100 platinum, but it's in the lead right now because
My sister would approve of that choice.
it's a great game. I have 120-ish hours in it for my first playthrough, and that was a playthrough I did not caring about trophies. Wasn't even thinking about it at the time. I was just playing the game. My decisions were my decisions. What happened, and who cared about the trophies at the time? But then
What a surprise! My sister is playing it right now.
Is she? That's awesome.
Oh, wow, she's 4 achievements short of having all of them on Steam.
Oh, really?
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Is she one who tries to get them, or is that just from playing it over and over again?
No,
probably just from playing it over and over again because she's
Yeah.
well, I mean, she's playing it right now, but she's at 1,279 hours.
That's 10 times as long as me. Okay, I can see that.
Like
she really, really likes Baldur's Gate 3.
It's a great game.
A lot.
It is
like
top 3.
That's about the
games of all time.
same number of hours logged on my main character in Phantasy Star Online episodes
I
1
knew
and
you
2
were gonna
plus
say
on the
that.
GameCube. But that was since like 2008.
That's over double the amount of time I have in Final Fantasy 14.
It's like
Holy
on
she's
this
done.
character.
It's like
Yeah, I think
she's
I have,
done
like,
this
3,000
since
hours in
Baldur's
14.
Gate 3 released. I did that since middle school.
You were a child. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
that would
my
help a whole
total
lot.
hours in 14, like out of like all the time I've spent playing it. It's probably on this character, I think I'm around 500 or 600 hours. So I think like total overall, I'd be a generous, like add another 100 hours to that maybe.
And you're so farther than I am. But that's another story. Yeah, I've only had the one playthrough of Baldur's Gate under my belt, so I want to play it again. And its platinum trophy, while daunting, I really like it because the trophies basically want you to experience everything the game has to offer.
Yeah.
Because for those who don't know really what Baldur's Gate is, it's a Dungeons and Dragons-esque RPG, turn-based combat. Like you create a character, you have classes, different races give you different bonuses and whatnot, and you assemble a team, and you're going through to stop the big bad. Very classic like fantasy story and setting. But it's one of those where your decisions matter, like Mass Effect and Dragon Age and whatnot. Um, and like one storyline can go 3 or 4 different ways depending on different choices you make throughout. I mean, and it's got a ton of side content. Like I said my one playthrough, my first playthrough was 120 hours, and that was doing as much as I like found on that first playthrough. But looking back, I already know I missed at least 4 like major side quests. I'm sure there are more.
It is
And
insane how expansive the maps in that game are.
it is beefy.
They just keep going.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And like I want to see how all these different choices play out, how they affect the storylines. What happens if you rescue the Druid Grove? What happens if you attack the Druid Grove? Like I want to see all these things. There's even a dedicated evil character playthrough. Like it's an origin character that you pick called the Dark Urge. And as you play, they get exclusive Dark Urge tendencies that you can either submit to or try to fight it. And it's interesting. I want to see how that plays out in the end. So like there's so many different ways to go about doing things. My first playthrough, I lost one of the main characters in my party, like a guy on the cover of the game, just left my party because I said one thing he didn't like. He's like, "Oh, well, screw you. I'm out of here." And he left. I didn't know that could happen. So like that entire playthrough, I did not have that character. So if I do another playthrough, I can see how that character interacts with the world. And this trophy guide will kind of help guide me to seeing all the things and the different ways what you do affects everything. Of course, you can do that without the trophy list. Like, you don't need a trophy list to want to do it.
Yeah.
But in this case, it will kind of help, guide me in the right direction. And it's going to require a couple different playthroughs, maybe a third if I don't follow a guide, 100%. But it's a game I love so much, despite only having the one playthrough under it. And I genuinely want to see how it all plays out. So, like, why not go for the platinum in that scenario? But if
Yeah.
I can make that my 100th platinum, and then I can try to avoid them after that and just play games how I want to, I think I can do it. I think I'll be happy. But
Right.
only time will tell.
What if you accidentally get a different 100th platinum while you're working on getting that platinum?
Oh, yeah, that's an excellent question, and
So
you
laugh
wouldn't think
until
it'd
he
be an
cries,
issue.
then he dies, then he dies.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that'd be an issue, but I did accidentally get 2 platinums over the last month.
Yeah.
Just don't play short indie games with easy
Apparently
trophy lists.
not.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. So for those who aren't like aware, those games were Cocoon and What Remains of Edith Finch. Um, the Cocoon Platinum literally was complete the game, and you did have to go off the beaten path to find a couple side things, but like I did that just by playing the game. I didn't even know they were like that's all the trophies were. And when I hit the final puzzle and I beat it, the platinum popped, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that kind of messes things up because I had a list of like final 10 games to get the platinums for. And then I've had to adjust that at least a dozen times over the last few months because I keep getting new games that either pull me in that I want to get the platinum for, or I just happen to accidentally get it just by beating the game. Legend Dragoon was another one. I played that on and off for a few months with a friend. And all I had to do that I probably wouldn't have done normally was find a couple thing called Stardust, few collectibles, but that was a time where like that was the only trophy I was going to have left, and I was going to be at 45 out of 46 minus the platinum, and that would have bugged me. Just
Yeah.
seeing that one trophy away. Like, I don't know how Colin has one trophy left for Spider-Man and doesn't have that. That would drive me crazy. But I'm hoping, what's neat on the PS5, you can just disable trophy notifications completely.
Oh, nice.
So once I get the 100 platinum, I'm just going to turn off trophy notifications and not ever see one again.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Never have to worry about it.
Exactly.
See, knowing this about how close I am with that Spider-Man Platinum also introduces a very interesting moral dilemma and conundrum. Is like,
Yeah.
I live life by the simple moniker of the phrase, "Do it for the memes." I let
Yeah.
that phrase guide my life. Like,
Uh-huh.
so
There's only one answer to this question.
so now I have this strange dilemma that I'm faced with is like, do I maintain my strict 0 platinums like lifestyle
Oh, yeah.
and or do I just, for the memes, install Spider-Man for 5 minutes and go pop a trophy because it's
Yeah.
right there?
Yeah. Something of a real-time update on my sister's progress on getting all achievements in Baldur's Gate 3. She's actively working on that. It just
Oh, she
dawned
is?
on me.
Nice.
Yeah, yesterday, it was like not too long after or just like out of the blue, I think it came to me as a shower thought. It's like, what D&D class would be a good professional wrestler class? So I sent to my sister, character idea, way of the open hand monk called Macho Mam Brandy Savage.
Oh my god, I love it.
And she replied to that, I was trying to decide what to play for honor mode after I finish my tactician run. This might just have to be it. And looking at the achievements she's completed so far, the or two of them are hidden achievements, but the two remaining that I can view are critical hit, complete the game in tactician mode, and foe hammer, complete the game in honor mode. So she is 100% going for it.
That's too funny. See, it's interesting that Steam has you do honor mode because I guess on PlayStation the honor mode was released later on, so they couldn't retroactively apply that.
Yeah.
So it has its own separate category. That's one of those cases where I could get the platinum trophy, but only have like 90% of the trophies
Yeah.
because honor mode is its separate list technically.
Mhm.
But I would have to do it on tactician, which is the hardest difficulty, which is
Yeah.
scary, but also
Yeah.
it sounds fun. So.
Yeah. Um, since you said the word retroactively, and that contains retro, I discovered some bad news for myself.
Oh, what's that?
It's also a real-time update on something we mentioned briefly at the beginning of the episode was retro achievements. That's just built into BizHawk. I just have to sign up for an account.
And what is
Like,
BizHawk? Is that an emulator?
Oh
yeah.
no.
Oh no, indeed. BizHawk is a multi-platform emulator developed by taskvideos.org for making tool-assisted speedruns, but it
Oh, that's what you
also,
posted about the other day. Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
I mean, old habits die
the
hard.
ring.
It's been my emulator of choice for years for games that are supported in it, which are at least according to retro achievements, it supports up to 31 different systems. Um, but yeah, I was curious how that worked, and so I popped open the most recent version of BizHawk 2.11, and under Tools on the file bar, all the way at the bottom is retro achievements with an option to start retro achievements. So it's just there. I have to.
I mean,
I would have to
No.
sign up for an
What have you
account
done
on
to
Next
me?
Defense. What have I done to us?
It's funny. I'm trying to leave the trophy hunting, and I might be infecting you guys into doing more.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
as you were
funny.
talking about it, I was realizing, like I didn't have a console with achievements for a long, long time. My most recent console I've purchased is a PS3, and that had achievements. And
Did.
uh, like with Sonic Generations, I would get various achievements, whether it was like completed in a certain time or go to a certain area of the map, and I would get that dopamine hit and be like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." But instead of me necessarily going, "Oh, I should get them all," like I think that, and I look at the list of achievements, and then I'm like, I don't want to do some of these other things. Like complete a zone I don't like in a certain amount of time. It's like, no, I don't want to do that. So that's where it ends for me.
And like being able to like process that and like realize it's not worth it. It's something I wish I
Mhm.
had, but I don't.
Right.
And that's why I gotta get away from it. Like, I don't know, one of the things that probably really made me decide to start slowing down and try not to go 100% in all these trophy hunts was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Game of the year, 2024. Love it to death. 10 out of 10 game. But that getting the platinum trophy was awful. Like, I almost wish I hadn't done it. It was so frustrating and tedious and grindy in the not fun ways, if you can imagine. Um, I don't know. The platinum trophy itself is like a 4 out of 10, but the game, like, I don't let that affect my vision of the game itself and my thoughts. The game is still a 10 out of 10. But when I think about some of those things I had to do for the platinum trophy, I'm just like, that was a miserable time. Down to a point to where doing some of the hard mode VR challenges, which were like combat simulators, I basically had to have a video up of a guide and like follow it attack by attack. It was a very specific, materia setup, and like, oh, open this round with Quake 3 to stagger the enemies, and then immediately roll forward into this other attack. And then by that point, this other enemy will be unstaggered, so you hit it with this. And it was so precise, and like, I'm just following a to-do list here. I'm not actually engaging with the game. I'm not playing it. I'm having someone else play it for me. I'm just pushing the buttons. And looking back, that was a terrible time for me. So that was really when I'm like, okay, maybe I don't need to go for all these, platinum trophies, even though I love the game.
Do I get all achievements in Fantasy Star as a joke?
Yes, I think you gotta.
I'm also now realizing that I also feel that way about 100% in games.
Mm-hmm.
That like bringing up Sonic Generations again. Once I realized, I had to beat the Egg Dragoon as all was left to unlock the final boss, and I was just super struggling on that. And at some point, it dawned on me that, like, okay, I'm going to unlock the final boss, and the final boss is the worst part of Sonic Generations. Why am I doing this? And once again, my brain was able to go, okay, I'm not going to 100% this.
Nice. Well, I am proud and jealous you were able to realize that and put it down.
Yeah.
So, I will say though, looking at my list and seeing, all the Kingdom Hearts platinumed or all the Dark Souls games platinumed,
Yeah.
it does still give me like that good feeling of I did that and that took effort, and most of it was fun.
Yeah.
But
Certainly,
and like it's gonna be hard to see, like Mass Effect 1 and 2 platinum but not 3, or Ghost of Yotei but not Tsushima. But at the end of the day, what does it matter?
Yeah. I feel like every once in a while the old bug will come back and bite you.
Mm.
Eventually.
Yeah. Like oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Just like hearing you bring up Kingdom Hearts and Dark Souls, it's like those, at least from what I can tell, they're like among two of your favorite game series. So like
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like even though you're like going to drop going for platinums and stuff, and once you've cleared 100, I feel like just because the affection that you show for those game series, like you might go back to get those just for old time's sake.
Yeah, like when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, am I really gonna actively try to not get the platinum? I don't see that actually happening.
Yeah.
But at those times, it will purely be on a specific like game per game basis and not to hit some arbitrary number on my platinum list. Like,
Yeah.
So let's just hope the trophy list is more like Kingdom Hearts 3s and not Chain of Memories is.
Yep.
Yeah, but oh man, I'm terrified now of that comment about what if I get a smaller indie platinum as my 100th? Then what do I do? Like, oh god.
101 is a nice number.
True.
Just have to go for 200. That's the level cap in Phantasy Star Online.
Everyone says if you get 101, just go for 200. Why stop there? What's 400? Might as well do 500. Like, stop.
Well, just when you get to a number, and it was the last game you were trying to get to, then you stop. Like if you accidentally get one and you hit a nice number, now you got to finish the game you're on and get to wherever the next nice number is.
Right? Yeah. Like that's a slippery slope for sure.
Yeah, I mean, surely if you reach
how many
400 platinums, then you can go the extra 20.
Wait, so how many platinums do you have right now?
96.
96? Oh, so
Oh, what's up?
it's backwards from the nice number.
Oh, yeah. Yup.
So
Yeah, I
you've
remember at
already
one
passed
point
it.
I did. At one point I had the mindset of platinuming all the Final Fantasy games, all the mainline Final Fantasy games. And I even started on that. I got Final Fantasy 1 in the list. I already had 15s, and I guess that was probably the only other one. I was going to get 16, but I couldn't fit that easily into my 100th list unless I replaced like God of War with that or something. But I think I'd better get God of War. But I don't. That's kind of a dilemma. It was like picking and choosing which games do I want that are going to be worth it to fit into this smaller and smaller scope. And then Cocoon and Edith Finch and Legend Argoon had to come along and kind of mess that up.
Surprise!
Yeah. So
Nice
been
list
rough
you
trying to
got there.
Mm.
Be
It'd be
a shame if
something happened to
yeah.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. I know, and even now, like I'm pretty dead set on Baldur's Gate being my 100th. But I keep thinking, what about Final Fantasy VII? It's my favorite classic Final Fantasy. That would be a worthy platinum, a worthy 100th platinum. But I don't know. Still thinking Baldur's Gate's going to win out just because it is more ambitious, and I think that would be one hell of a blaze of glory to go out on.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Anyway, should we move along?
Yeah, I think I've
one quick
made my
quip
piece.
of I looked at Super Metroid's retro achievement page and I have done every one of those, so I guess I'm gonna go do that.
Again.
Oh God.
Yes.
Here we go.
So it
again.
begins.
Look what we have done. So it begins.
You've ruined me, Jazzy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, it's time for our weekly link to the past. Today is well, it's a pretty significant video game release day. So today, we're just gonna list them all out because there's a lot of games that came out today that are pretty heavy hitters. The most obvious one, some might recognize, Halo 2 released on this day in 2004. The day is November 9th, by the way. Forgot to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so November 9, 2025. Halo 2, 21 years ago. Jack 3, 21 years ago. Need for Speed Underground 2, 21 years ago. Rumble Roses. Y'all remember Rumble Roses? 21 years ago. So that's just November 9 of 2004.
Wow.
Going back a little bit further, on November 9 of 1996, Sonic 3D Blast. In
Looking
1999,
that one up.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
In 2000, Capcom versus SNK for the Dreamcast.
Wow.
Oh, also on November 9, 2004, I forgot 2 more games. Spyro: A Hero's Tale and The Herbs Sims in the City.
Mm.
Okay, I'm not listing off all of these anymore though, but the bigger hits still. 15 years ago in 2010, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Call of Duty Black Ops and the Sly Cooper collection for the PlayStation 3.
Love to see it.
10 years ago, Fallout 4. 7 years ago, Hitman 2, this is the new current like Hitman franchise. Not like the original Hitman 2, obviously. Also Tetris Effect, which I've heard is a very, very good Tetris game.
It is a very good Tetris game.
3 years ago, God of War Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, I recognize that one.
2 years ago, Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name. November 9th is a busy day for game releases.
Yeah. That's just apparently historically the day that games are released.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy. I had no idea that Jak 3 and Halo 2 released on the same day.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was surprising to see. Yeah, it all leading up into the holidays. So
Yep.
March was a very busy time for game devs.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, so there's our link to the past. That's it. That's the end of the episode. Yeah, Jazzy, do you have anything you want to spotlight or tell our listeners where they can find you if you desire before we
Yes,
get out of
I
here?
am mostly active on Blue Sky at Jazzafraz. That'll be listed maybe in description below.
I'll try to remember.
Yes. Check the description below.
Me too.
Yeah.
Lucas, where can you be found?
Find me on Linktree at linktr.ee/Karn_evil_999. Got links to my Blue Sky. Twitter still for some reason. I'm lazy, I guess. Add me on Steam so that you can see all of the achievements that I don't get. Link to my YouTube channel where I post long plays of the games featured in our That One Game series of episodes. And of course, links to join the podcast Discord and catch up on the other 84 episodes of the podcast. That's all at linktr.ee/Karn_evil_999.
And where can Neal be found?
I can also be found in the link trees, linktr.ee/VMK9. I got links to podcast stuff, some of my socials, and of course, twitch.tv/VMK9, where I stream Minecraft every Monday on a show called Minecraft Monday at 7 p.m. EST. We play Minecraft on either my server or sometimes we do alternate worlds, mini games, special challenges and stuff. So check that out. Right now we're in the middle of playing the April Fools from 2024. That was the poisonous potato update. That's been a lot of fun. So come check that out. I don't know if we'll finish it on the Monday before this update or this podcast goes up or not, but check it out. It's a pretty weird game mode, but that's Minecraft's on April Fools. Colin, where can they find you?
linktr.ee/delicious morsels. That's where all my links are at, up in the trees. Like my Blue Sky, where you can follow me, and my YouTube channel, where many exciting things are happening soon that I will speak of at a later time. But I'm gonna be pretty busy for the next several weeks, preparing for it. But it'll be worth it. Yeah. But anyway, that's it. As always, if you liked what you heard here today, please be sure to hit the subscribe button where that's an option. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts because I hear they like that stuff. Hit the like button if that's a thing. And feel free to share this episode with a friend. We are going to be back in a couple of weeks with another episode. But until then, have a wonderful rest of your day. And remember,
Play for the cows.
Rescue the animals. It's an achievement.
Bleep bloop. Achievement unlocked. Got to the end of the episode. Goodbye.